welcome to this Monday's Kickstart. The theme that I was given was beloved community, and so when I really thought about what does beloved community mean, I kind of broke it apart. So beloved, cherished, loving, caring, compassionate. Community, being the people that you're surrounded with on a daily basis. That can be your friends, your classmates, your family. But I think the theme of beloved community doesn't just relate to the people that are closest to us. And so how do we build that community outside of just our friends, our classmates, but also looking to the people that are in our community that in a sense are complete strangers. And so how do we love and cherish them and appreciate them as well? And so I was challenged with a couple different questions for you guys. And so let me go over a little bit of that information as well. And so one thing that we can think about in today's society is staying awake for Jesus. But in a sense, when you're thinking about that, it's how do you relate that to community? And so for me, some of those key things is Jesus recognizes and loves each and every one of us in our flaws, in our good days, in our bad days. But at the same time, how do we do that with a community surrounding us? So even if someone does something wrong to us, how can we still love them and can be compassionate towards them? I think Jesus leads a very awesome example. He doesn't necessarily always seek out the people that are most righteous or most religious, but he also looks at the people that have sinful lives, or even some of his disciples were taxpayers, which most people would not combine Jesus and taxpayers together. And so how do we do that in our own society? How do we look outside of just the people we're closest to? And I think the big thing about that is thinking about the idea of what would Jesus do? And that might be like old school for me, new school for you, I have no idea. But I think it comes to that basic concept of in a situation, whether you're at the store, on the soccer field or basketball court, how can I love someone even if they do something that's kind of outside of the norm for me? It's not because you have to embrace them, but purposely put yourself in a position where you can say, you know what, they might be different than I am, but they're still unique, they're still God's child, and so I should still love them. And so push yourself to actually love one another. How do we build people up in a world that seems to be fractured or when we might be hurt? I think one of the things that comes to me is encourage one another. Do small things. When I thought about this, I was like, if you go to Dunkin' Donuts and the person ahead of you pays for your coffee and you get to that window and they're like, hey, this was paid for you already. That's like one of the best things that happens to me. And I get so joyful and I think about, wow, someone else, complete stranger, cared enough to say, I would do this nice gesture for you. And so maybe that's some of the small things that we can do for one another. What are the small, kind things that you can do? Send a thank you note to, the cashier that cashed you out earlier today. Showing that love and appreciation in even the smallest ways makes a huge difference. And I will challenge you on one thing. I walk around this campus quite a lot. So maybe take some time to get off your phone. Take your headbuds out, actually make eye contact with someone, smile, say hello. Those are all amazing ways we can start building community. I think that's one of the awesome things that I experience visiting other states or other countries. It's really making that personal and human connection with others.
Jesus, Jesus, precious Lord, none on the earth or heavens above that I have found more beautiful. You are my treasure, my great reward. I just want to move your heart. It's all I want to do, and I just want to stand in awe. Pour my love on you, no matter how much the cost. I freely give it all to you. Jesus, Jesus, my offering, all my my hopes, my dreams. So here's my life, Lord, a sacrifice, oh, just to bless you. Oh, 'cause I just wanna move your heart. It's all I wanna do, and I just wanna stand in awe and pour my love on you, no matter how much the cost. I freely give it all to you, oh, to you. I just wanna move your heart. It's all I wanna do, and I just wanna stand in awe and pour my love on you, no matter how much the cost. I freely give it all to you, all to you.
Is it a fragrance? Then I'll pour my oil out. Is it a life laid down? Then here I give my vows. Is it a song I sing? Then here's every melody. Just tell me what moves you. Tell me what moves you.
Is it a fragrance? Then I'll pour my love out. Is it a life laid down? Then here I give my vows. Is it a song I sing? Then here's every melody. Just tell me what moves you. Just tell me what moves you. 'Cause I just wanna move your heart. It's all I wanna do, and I just wanna stand in awe and pour my love on you, no matter how much the cost. I freely give it all to you, all to you. Oh, I just wanna move your heart. It's all I wanna do, and I just wanna stand in awe and pour my love on you, no matter how much the cost. I freely give it all to you, all to you. I just wanna move your heart. It's all I wanna do, and I just wanna stand in awe. Pour my love on you, no matter how much the cost. I freely give it all to you. Give it all.
The last thing that I want to talk about is belonging to Christ before anybody else. And I think that might be one of the bigger challenges for us, is how do we commit to Christ on a daily basis? And I think it's an important one. So I'll challenge you with a couple different things. Commit to Christ and knowing that He loves you through your good, your bad, and He has a ton of grace for all of us. And so committing to Him in a sense of giving yourself grace, giving others grace, is a huge first step. Commit to saying a prayer, even if it's a minute, one time a day. Maybe even start your morning with that to kind of center yourself on being positive or grateful for the day. I might even suggest that you commit to You know, giving or doing one nice thing for a random person every day might seem like a lot, but do that one thing, and I think you'll find that every day you wake up and you feel a little bit lighter, a little bit stronger, and you'll find that the community you're building around you is amazing. And so my last thing that I'll leave you with is a quick example of when I thought about community building, and that happened to be when I was in my sophomore year at Roberts. We went on a missions trip to Guatemala, and the whole point was to go do VBS lessons and to start up small businesses. Except when we finished our time there, we ended up getting trapped there due to a volcanic eruption, a hurricane, and a sinkhole that was at least a mile down away from where we were staying. We had no idea what we were doing. People were panicking. But the thing that came to mind for me was, how can we actually make a difference in this community when there's so much chaos? And so for me, I said, Lord, please open up an opportunity for us to serve. And He did. We actually served in the community dump. And in that place, we actually built homes out of wood and sheet metal for families. And I will say they were the most thankful families. And I was like, who would be happy to live in a garbage dump? But those families loved it. It was like what they were most grateful for, because they had a place to live and to stay. And I remember the lasting thing was we went in and actually prayed for those families. And the thing that stood out to me most was the mom wasn't just accepting of the prayer, but she actually made a point to say, please let me pray for you, and specifically said it to me, but let me pray for you and your community and your future to be a blessing for other folks. And that stood out to me more than anything, because she was living in a place that was less than ideal. Her home had actually been destroyed, and we were able to rebuild it, but she cared enough about us and our community to want to actually pray for us. And so that's my lasting point for you. She was a complete stranger to me, but she wanted to make sure that she was a part of my community and I a part of hers. So go ahead and find those other opportunities in your own life where you can also be a blessing to others. Have a great Monday.